and welcome to another Wednesday with Wilna, and Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2015. There you can see me in the middle of the video. I'm doing a scrapbook page about 2015, and I thought to use myself as the subject, which is also always a good idea. I don't think we do it often enough. But anyway, so while I was making this scrapbook page, I'm binge watching Friends on Netflix. How cool is that? I wonder how many of us are doing that. So I've never seen Friends ever before, so it's a first to me, and I'm just simply totally in love with it. Right, so I'm using collections by Maggie Holmes, her open book collection. This paper is from her open book collection, and you can find a link in my related products on my blog. And I'm also using Kiss Kiss collection by Crate Paper, which is a fabulous Valentine collection. I absolutely just love it. I'm going to use this Target Practice paper as the base of my layout, and then I'm also going to be using ribbons and cut files, and you can see all the beautiful cut files there. Well, I think they're pretty. I'm always amazed at how beautiful they cut. When I do the drawings of the cut files, sometimes it's not as nice for me, but once it's cut out in white paper, it always looks lovely. And I also am using some ribbons that I bought from Debbie Ruiz's Etsy shop, and there's a link in my related products to the seam ribbons. It's beautiful ribbons. It's soft and silky, and I just love it. I bought a whole bunch of her Etsy shop for me. Then I'm also using gelatos today, and my whole idea is to match the color of the gelato with the ribbon. So that one is way too pink, but I did discover my mistake, luckily not too late. So I'm using that one. It looks orangey, but it's actually coral. Beautiful. I have a scarf this exact same coral color, which is beautiful. So I'm not coloring the whole cut file. I'm just doing a part of it, and I want the ombre effect, so I want it light to dark. So that's the whole idea of it. So you'll see I'll add some paint to the beginning just to make it a little lighter, and that's how simple it is. I love this set that I bought from Scrapbook.com, and because my old sets of gelatos are getting empty, they're really getting low, so I thought to buy this set of 34 colors. And I think what I love about it is the format that it comes in, because you can see the rainbow of colors in one fell swoop, I guess. The cut files is basically related to New Year, 2015. I did a couple of that, 2015, and then excited for this year, new beginnings, dream big, and so forth. So I think it's fun. I think it's a fun way to celebrate the new year by making a layout about it. So I hope you join me. I think it's I don't know, for me, for the last 4 or 5 years, the first layout of the year is super important to me, and for some reason it always set the pace and the tone for the rest of the year. Usually my first layout is about the word, my one little word, which is live this year, but I am making a layout live for a special project. So I felt that I didn't want to do it today. I thought I'll just make this one, and I just loved it, and I decided also that this layout must be one that I'm very proud of and one that I love very much. So I hope it has a wow factor for you. I just love it. I think it's so much fun. That's the word that comes to mind, which is mostly, if I think about my scrapbooking, is what I hope it is. It's just so much fun, because in the end, if scrapbooking is not fun, if it's a chore or it's work, then I think there's something wrong with our approach to it. I think scrapbooking should be, well, in my opinion, the resort you go to when you're frustrated, when you feel you need an outlet. It should be that creative expression. So that's always important for me, that my layout should relate fun. And when I teach it as well, I want you to have fun, because if it's frustrating, then I think it's sort of contrary to the point. Well, that's a little bit of philosophical thinking for you. Happy New Year. I'm going to forward the video a little, because I think you get the gist of what I'm doing here, matching the colors. Right, and now it's time to fire up the hot glue gun, and we're going to start assembling our page. So this is the order in which I want the colors: is the dark pink, light pink, yellow, green, pink, and then I added blue as well. You'll see it later on, and I think the blue really makes everything pops a little, so I'm so glad I did that. And basically what I'm going to do is, you'll see in a second, is I'm going to add my ribbons, and then I'm going to layer the words. And I don't mind if they overlap a little bit, because in a way it's just a design element that I create with the words. It's just of course it has meaning, but it's more of a visual element to me than words specifically. I hope that makes sense. So I'm using pieces of the ribbon, and I'm going to forward this part as well, but you'll see that I'm adding it the way I love to add ribbons to a layout, and that's with hot glue, and then just moving the ribbon up a little bit so that you can see the flow of the ribbon. And then I'm just going to cut the edge of the ribbon with my brand new pair of scissors. I got 2 pairs for Christmas for myself. A friend gave me a gift card to Michael's, and I bought this awesome bee, what's it called, the little bee scissors, and the Tim Holtz one as well, because that's something that's always missing in my scrapbook room. And I told my girls, if they dare take it, there will be war in this house. So I'm just doing a fishtail cut there, and I think it's a nice way to finish off just the ribbons. I think I like how it looks. And again, I'm just folding it really quick, because again, it's just repeating the same thing over and over again. It's amazing how color really can inspire me, because I was really inspired to make this page by the colors of the ribbons. It just came in the mail today, and I was just so excited to use it. And when I laid out all the colors, it just made a difference. And look how beautiful that blue look on there. It just makes a big difference to me. So now I'm going to start adding my words and just a little bit of hot glue. And you can see the words end more or less where the target paper ends, except here and there I didn't want it to overlap on the outer side of the paper. So I'm just going to color that 2000 and 2015 with blue. And then we're ready to make our page. And I really wish that Gelatos had a lighter blue, just one shade lighter than that one. But that's fine. I think I just added a little bit more water to make it lighter. And that's the beauty of Gelatos. You can just... I actually didn't wait for it to dry, which is never a good idea. But then again, I'm always impatient. I think if I ever bring out a scrapbook collection, I would insist to have these ribbons in the collection. I think it's the most beautiful ribbons to use in scrapbook pages. It's just simply unbelievable. So gorgeous. And I have more colors that I didn't use, but these colors that you can see, the 6 colors there, are warm. And the ones that I didn't use are more cooler colors. But go and have a look on her Etsy shop, how pretty it is. And support her. She's an awesome girl. So there's the chipboard from Kiss Kiss collection. And I'm using that flower and I'm going to cut it in half. And the reason why is because I want to maintain that line in the middle. That's almost a dividing line between the two halves, and maybe it's the difference between 2014 and 15. I mean, you can really put a lot of thought into it and make up some very deep stuff about it, but I'm not going to do it. It's a design decision. I love that heart with the stripes. And you'll see later on, I'm going to add the title 2015, and I'm going to paint with stripes over that as well. So that's a cool little, and it's by Maggie Holmes, her open book collection. And then I'm going to add this row of hearts. And that's the nice thing of not adhering the words at the end, because then you can lift them up. And then I'm just looking at little bits and pieces that I can add here and there, that little heart as well. In the end, I also added some darts from the open book chipboard, just because I felt that it's a target and I might as well add it, and they're super cute. So yeah, I'm opening a packet of tags, which is beautiful. That one is a wood veneer one, and the gold is just lovely, and it's more Valentine love, but you can see how pretty it is. I wish I can use all of them on this layout. I'm just going to use some photo corners at the bottom of my photo, and I'm going to just add a little bit of hot glue, pretend you didn't see it, just behind it. And there you go. I'm just going to add a little bit more hot glue. I hate it when things fall off my page. And now I'm just going to add that gold arrow, which is so lovely. And in the end, I'm just going to put it there. And now this page almost reminds me of a circus idea, which is fine. I think it's just fun, the fun part of it, and the banner and everything. And also looking for a background is always a feat for me. I try so many backgrounds on a page before I actually use one, and that's nice that you can actually do that and see what works. So now I'm just going to trim it a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to adhere it to the background. And for this page, well, I should say it's not really a circus, more a carnival. Maybe that's more what it reminds me of, not a circus, a carnival. Yes. That page is by Dear Lizzie from her Serendipity collection, that beautiful writing, and it's actually a pity to cover it up. Don't judge me for it, but look how beautiful it looks with the background to it. And then I'm gonna add that 2015 there, and you'll see in the next little segment that I actually painted it with black and white paint to simulate the heart. There you can see it. I just laid it down and used stripes over it, and there's the little dots. That's so pretty. So I'm pointing it towards the middle of the target because hopefully I'll hit the bullseye in 2015. And you can see I added my journaling, which is basically Psalm 16 in the Amplified Bible that I just wrote there. It's a beautiful psalm, and I just felt in my heart that it's for me for this year. And there you can see the layout, if I can focus it. I just absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it, and I hope you enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you make your layout and share it with me. That would be fun. And hashtag it Art Class with Wilna on Instagram, and then I can see it. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye bye.